Hello everyone, and welcome to my first Let's Play, Mount&Blade Warband. So, I'm going to start up a new game here, and we'll get straight into it. Party with high morale, moves more quickly, and blah. Welcome adventurer to Mount&Blade Warband. Before beginning the game, you must create your character. Remember that in traditional medieval society depicted in the game, war and politics, yeah, okay. Now. You were born years ago in a land far away. Your father was. He was a go-back, that's what he was. He was a veteran warrior. As a child, your family scrabbled out of meager living with your father's wages as a guardsman to the local lord. It was not an easy existence, and you were too poor to get much of an education. You learned mainly how to defend yourself from the streets, with or without a weapon in hand. You started to learn about the world almost as soon as you could walk and talk. You spent your early life as a page in a nobleman's court. As a boy growing out of childhood, you were sent to live in the court of one of the nobles of the land. There, your first lessons were in humility, as you waited upon the lords and ladies of the household. But from their chess games, their gossip, even the poetry of great deeds and courtly love, you quickly began to learn about the adult world of conflict and competition. You also learned from the rough games of other children, who also learned from rough games of other children who battered at each other with sticks and imitation of their elders' swords. Then, as a young adult, life changed as it always does. You became a university student? Through the distinction felt sudden to you, somewhere along the way you had become a man, and the whole world seemed to change around you. You found yourself a student in the university as in one of the great cities, where you studied theology, philosophy, and medicine. But not all of your lessons were learned in lecture halls. You may or may not have joined in with your fellows as they roamed the alleys in search of wine, women, and a good fight. However, you certainly were able to observe how a broken drawer is set, or how an angry townsman can be persuaded to set down his club and accept cash compensation for the destruction of your shop. But soon everything changed, and you may decide to strike out on your own as an adventurer. What made you take this decision? It was wanderlust. Only you know exactly what caused you to give up your old life and become an adventurer. You're not even sure when your home became a prison, when the familiar became mundane, but your dreams of wandering have taken over your life. Whether you yearn for some faraway place or merely for the open road and freedom to travel, you could no longer bear to stay in the same place. You simply went and never looked back. Become an adventurer and ride to your destiny. We'll have realistic. Okay. I shall be Lord Man Face. Lord Man Face. And I'll have some intelligence. And some strength. And some more intelligence. Okay. So, let's go with Pathfinding, Strike, and Shield. This one's Shield, yep. Athletics, Riding, and what else? I think I'll go with, where is it? Trainer, yeah. That should help me, and now I've got some points here, so we'll put some into archery. Lots into archery, because I want to be an archer. And, okay. Face. We are going to be randomize. He looks funny. Randomize. This guy doesn't look too bad. His hair can be that color. He shall have that one. That one. Yeah. His hair. What else is there? It looks like a bomb. I think I'll just give him the hair that he started with. Yeah, this one. Okay. I think that'll do. Done. You hear about Calradia, a land torn between rival kingdoms battling each other for supremacy. A haven for knights and mercenaries, cutthroats and adventurers, all willing to risk their lives in pursuit of fortune, glory, power. In this land, which holds great dangers and even greater opportunities, you believe you may leave your past behind and start a new life. You feel that you have finally hold the key to your destiny in your hands, free to choose as you will, and that whatever you choose, and that whatever course you take, great adventures will await you. Drawn by the stories you hear about Calradia and its kingdoms, I go to Rodox. I think I'll go with the I'll go with the Nords. You took passage with a trading longship carrying full of rock falcons from the furthest reaches of the north to be bartered for linen and wool. It sailed early in the season, but the master reckoned that the risks of drifting ice and later winter storms could be justified by arriving ahead of the sea raiders, who by April would be sailing from their island lairs to ravage Calradia's coasts. It was some relief when your ship came inside of the delta of Veal and Bullock rivers, and a short while later rode past tidal flats and coastal marshes to the city of Sargoth, home to the sea raiders' distant kinsmen, the Nordic lords, who a few generations ago had carved themselves a kingdom in this rich but troubled land. You are exhausted by the time you find the inn in Sargoth and fall asleep quickly. However, you awake before dawn and are eager to explore your surroundings. You venture out into the streets, which are still deserted. All of a sudden, you hear a sound that stands the hair of your neck on end, the rasp of a blade sliding from its scabbard. Continue. Oh no! It's a guy with a sword! Eat that. Okay, it's not gonna work. Yeah! Didn't like that. Yeah! You want some too? Bring it on! I missed. Are you alright? Well, I guess you're alive, at any rate. I'm not sure we can say the same for the other fellow. That's one less thief to trouble our streets at night. Although heavens knows he won't be the last. Anyway, maybe you can help me with something. Let's talk about something let's talk more inside. Out here, we don't know who's listening. Merchant takes you to his house. Once inside, he stands by the door for a while, checking the street, and then finally convinced that you have not been followed, comes near you to speak. He did not. I walked away. That's what happened. Can he see me? I think he can see me. Merchant of Sargoth. Hello. Now let me explain my proposition. We've always had brigands in the hills driven by banditry, by war, debt, or love of violence. Recently, however, they've been getting bolder, leaving their camps in the wild and venturing into town, looking for unwary prey. The watch commander tells us it's because of all the fighting on the frontiers, fewer men to keep an eye on the streets, but I'm not sure what to make of that. It seems to me that the most logical explanation is that these bandits have an ally inside the walls, who helps them enter unnoticed and helps them identify particular tempting targets. Last week, you see, they took my brother. No! I don't know what my brother was thinking, a lad from a prominent house, out alone after dark in times like these. Well, I suppose you were too, but you're a stranger here, and didn't know how bad things have become. He had no such excuse, but his family, so what can I do? If you don't protect your kin, then people will start thinking you can't protect your investments either, and I can't have that. No doubt the gang will soon send word about a ransom, but I don't care to pay it. So here's my proposition. You look like you've had a bit of experience with a blade, and more importantly, you must have a bit of fire in your belly, or you wouldn't be coming to Calradia to seek your fortune. So here's what I'm asking you to do. Gather a small party and track down these bandits to their lair. Teach them a lesson they won't forget and get my brother back safe. In return, you'll earn my lasting gratitude and a bit of silver. What do you say? I'm interested. Thank you. You won't be able to do this by yourself, though. If you try and take the whole gang single-handedly, the hunter will become hunted. I'll warrant. You'll first want to round up a small group of volunteers. There's always a few lads in the villages around here looking for a bit of work that's more interested than tilling the soil or hauling water. They'll follow you if you pay. So here, take this purse of 100 dinars. Consider it an advance on your reward. Go around to the villages and use the money to hire some help. I'll reckon that you need at least 5 men to take on these bandits. Very good, sir. I'll go collect some men from around the villages. Good. You can find me again in the tavern where You can find me again in the tavern in Sargoth after you've got your group together. Then we'll speak about what we do next. Okay, good sir. You have taken your first quest. Okay. So yeah, I know how to play this game. I don't know how to get out of this house though. It's right here. Oh, I have to press tab. Okay. Alright, here I am. There's some deserters. Oh god, they're not going to attack me, are they? That's going to be crap. You are now viewing the overland map. Okay. Why are deserters just sitting there? Oh well. To Quinn. Quinn. Recruit. Oh, we got 4. Recruit them, leave. Fanada? To Fanada! Are those things still there? No, they're gone. They're probably going to attack me. It's going to be really sad. Alright, Fanada, what do you have to offer? Recruit. Only 1. Okay. Leave. Alright, is there a training ground around here somewhere? I don't think it'll help me too much, so I'm gonna go look for some looters. Let's have a look at my inventory. There's some sea raiders. I'm not sure if I want to take them on. We got a book. How cool. It's a military book. And it requires stuff to read. I don't have that yet. Okay. Return. Are you gonna try and attack me? Yep, they are. So I'll stay away from them. I'm gonna go to Sargoth, though, and sell this crossbow, because I have no interest in it. Marketplace, arms. Okay.